Hey guys, this is Lotta. I'm at Strada and Corsa. I want to show you guys this huge truck. Joe's going to give you more information on this.
So what we have here is a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 6500, which we've custom fitted a 1-ton Dully pickup bed on. These don't come this way. When you get them from the dealership, they come with just a cab and just the chassis with the dual wheels and just rails in the back. So you have to put on your own back end, whether that be a dump truck bed, a tow truck bed, a flatbed, or something like that. But this is a 4x4 truck, so 4-wheel drive diesel, Duramax diesel with a 10-speed Allison transmission. It's a detuned diesel engine, so that way they last a lot longer. It's not like the 3/4 ton and 1-ton trucks where they've got them really topped out for horsepower and torque. This should easily last about 1 million miles, so the truck will last a lot longer, but it's definitely a lot bigger going down the road. We went ahead and located a bed that was already factory painted rather than getting a white bed and respraying it. Our fear is that over time the cab would hold color better than the bed would, and then we would have 2 different colors. So we sourced one out of North Carolina, had it trucked here, and then had to go through and fabricate up. If we look down underneath here, this is the original rail that comes. All this above had to be fabricated up. Had to run our fuel lines from the tank in the back up to the stock location up here. So all this is, as any other truck would be, connect up all of our wiring, the rear backup camera, the interior bed lights. So everything works as it would for any other truck. Also sourced a bumper, and all the bracketry had to be fabricated and mounted in place. And so it took a really long time, but powder coated the rear bumper. And then also your hitch here is a 30,000 pound hitch. And also inside the bed we've got a 5th wheel gooseneck, 30,000 pound 5th wheel gooseneck in here. Truck does sit a little high though for using the gooseneck in the 5th wheel. So you'd have to customize your 5th wheel trailer to either adjust the neck on it or raise the trailer up. So that is sort of a downfall from it, but otherwise though it makes for a really cool looking pickup truck. There's also, this is the shortest wheelbase 6500 that they make, but it ends up being 4 inches longer than a standard 1-ton dually truck. So we fabricated up a headache rack to fill up the gap rather than trying to take and come with some custom slip in here, a plastic piece. Originally we were considering maybe cutting another bed and adding to it, but this seemed to be a perfect solution, and it looks pretty cool too. So, but inside though they are super roomy. They do seat 6. It's got it's basically an LTZ package in this truck, minus though the leather seats and the carpeting, which this works better. The rubber matting and cloth seats seem to hold up a lot longer. You know, the leather can tend to crack right here in the bolstering. Plus these can be steam cleaned and stuff. So I think it's a much better option to go with. And then
I've never seen leather on a
sure,
truck.
yeah, pickup trucks, you can get them with leather on them. But in here though, it's any standard, like any standard LTZ pickup truck. This folds up though, this is real nice, and so again, you've got here, this is all LED now. So it's just like your normal 2019 Silverado pickup truck. We did get this ceramic coated by Detail Maniac next door. They're here in Sacramento. They detail a lot of exotic cars and things like that, and so I thought, what better place to take an exotic truck to than to Detail Maniac. And they went ahead and ceramic coated the whole truck. I mean, the paint just looks like liquid. But we also had them do some extras as well, and we had them put the rock chip guard here, because ingress and egress out of the truck, always you'll have the paint worn off and you'll be down to the steel. So we never have to worry about that here with the rock chip guard there. Also above the rear fenders, this is all rock chip guarded for any debris that might come off the front tires. We are looking into possibly some sort of mud flap maybe to cut down on that. but there isn't anything I'm aware that they make, or we'll have to check that out. But then they also put a rock chip guard across the front of the hood. They rock chip guarded the headlights, and also all the trim around the headlights. So the truck really shows well. It looks fantastic. The color's beautiful, and yet it's just got that. Still, it has that industrial feel without being though industrial white. This is graphite. It's a great color that Chevrolet came out with. So this truck right now has about 500 or 600 miles on it. So it's a new truck. One of the additional things that we like about this as well is that if you look right in here, it's got some additional switches that other trucks don't have. It's got a rear, well, let's see, I suppose the other ones have this, the rear cargo lighting. Let's go ahead and back up real quick and show you what that does. So what that does is it turns on this lighting here on both sides. It turns on the lights up top.
Kind of like a semi.
And then also, if you look up inside here, it's got bed lighting as well in there. Now we've got about 1,000 pounds of ballast in here, just because it rode a little bit stiff, and that calmed it down a lot. It rides a little better, but you know, the bed, even with 1,000 pounds of ballast, this has also got the soft open on it. With 1,000 pounds of ballast, I think it's maybe dropped about an inch at best. Yeah, I'd say probably about an inch. It did drop a little bit, so it's a little bit nicer in appearance as well to look at, because it doesn't sit quite so high, but it's all the way up to about here of the bed. So in order to get into this bed, you got to do a couple things, and you know, the 30,000 pound hitch is real nice. It creates a step, but now you got to kind of get up and over the bed. Again, another drawback to having a pickup bed, or you know, if you're agile enough, you can always do one of these and hop up in. Or there is also the step on the side here, but again, you know, the guy's got to be pretty agile to get up there and step in. But some drawbacks, but I think well worth it, just because it is so unique. It's definitely the urban assault vehicle, so to speak. But it's sort of like a Unimog is, but yet you can pull stuff at highway speeds where Unimog you can't. But it's a 2.5-ton chassis. The other thing I was going to show you on here is it does have the exhaust brake. And so if you're pulling heavy loads, all you do is hit this switch, let off the accelerator, and your engine will slow you down. It's got a PTO output on this one. So if you look down underneath, you've really got a massive transfer case underneath here. Let's get down and show you. But it is a giant 4-wheel drive PTO output transfer case. This truck weighs about 11,000 pounds fitted the way that it is. So it's a whole lot of truck. But full power seats, all the comfort and luxury you'd normally have. It's got your, you know, your normal off-road switch as well there, and traction control adjustments, and 4-wheel drive. And so anyway, again, this has been a customized 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 6500. Thanks for joining us.